Confused about which racing game to play in the Nintendo 64? This great console has an overabundance of racing games. Fear not, dear viewer, I'm here to help. What's going on YouTube? My name's Alex, this is Ask the Cheese Gaming, and I'm back with another review for you for this week. This one's actually going to be a redo of one of my earliest reviews that I did on the channel, which is for extremeg. Now, I'll be totally honest, I have a ton of nostalgia for this game, but for the sake of this review, I'll try to be as objective as possible. This game was developed by Probe Entertainment and published by Acclaim, with a North American release date of September 30th, 1997. Now, right away as soon as you start this game, you're going to notice this game's sheer sense of speed. Holy cow! There's actually only two games that are faster on the Nintendo 64. They are F-Zero X and Star Wars Episode 1 Pod Racer. When you start up the game, you get to choose from one of 8 bikes, which are Jolt, Maim, Apollyon, Raze, Rana, Khan, Grimace, or Muga. And you can also unlock 2 bikes, which are Roach and Neon. Get to race them across 13 different courses or landscapes, such as a spaceship, mines, cities, sci-fi futuristic highways, an alien world, or a volcano? What? Yes, you seriously get to race in a volcano. And that course, I will tell you, kicks my butt every single time. So just beware of that. When you're playing this game, as you can see from some of this gameplay footage here, you're off to taking split-second turns, going across loop-de-loops, up ramps, almost as if you're on a roller coaster. You definitely need some split-second reaction time when you're playing this one. Now, in many ways, this game's actually kind of similar to Mario Kart because you can also acquire weapons. Each character has a standard weapon of sorts, say maybe a laser or plasma cannon. Then you can also acquire lasers, mines, rockets, boosts, or shields. The game modes that you can pick to play are Extreme Contest, which is the Grand Prix of sorts, Time Trials, a shoot-'em-up mode where the object is to blow up as much of your competition as possible, or you could play a 2-player multiplayer in head-to-head, flag game, cup battle, or even a battle arena. Some of the major critiques of the time for extremeg were that the bikes lacked any real personality, akin to, say, a game like F-Zero or Diddy Kong Racing. So, just be mindful of that. Now, overall, for a game where you're racing so fast and flying down the track, surprisingly enough, the frame rate in this game actually holds up quite well, especially for a rather early Nintendo 64 title. In some of the later, more difficult levels, though, it does dip at times, but for the most part, it holds on. I will give Nintendo credit. They did an absolutely fantastic job at conveying that sheer sense of speed that you get when you play this game. I believe the best part of this game has to be by far the music. The studio wanted to go with a deep, futuristic techno theme, and man oh man did they hit it out of the park with this soundtrack. This is a soundtrack that still to this day I'll randomly just pop on every now and again. Just high energy, fast paced, and when you're flying along the track and you hear those great songs, really get you in the mood to play this game. Now you might be thinking, okay, so the soundtrack's good and everything else, geez, but how does it control, especially if you're flying down the track? Well, it's pretty well your standard fare. Control joystick to move, 1 button to drift, 1 button to brake, and then 1 button to change the camera angle, and another to use your weapons. So, all in all, controls pretty well. So, overall, is this game worth adding to your collection today? Well, I would say, considering that it still remained a very, very cheap cartridge, even still to this day, yes. could definitely do far worse than adding extremeg to your Nintendo 64 collection. Quick note, this game has also spawned 4 sequels. They are XG2, which is also for the Nintendo 64. And of those 2 ports, I believe this one to be far better, just because the controls are better and some of the layouts of the levels are a lot easier, we'll say. There's also extremeg 3 for the Nintendo GameCube, which I did do a review on, so if you're interested, feel free to check that out. And extremeg Racing Association, a less than known racing game also for the Nintendo GameCube, which may be somewhere down the line. I'll do a review on that one as well. So, thank you so much for watching, everybody. Until next time. And I hate the stupid volcano level.